We met Tom after we had had an unsuccessful campaign selling our house. We, at that stage, were very hesitant about campaigning again. We'd had enough. It was arduous, difficult, and we hadn't got the result that we wanted. And when we eventually were ready to have another go at putting the house on the market, it was definitely going to be him that we went forward with. Tom was, at all stages during the campaign, incredibly courteous and respectful, and that is what we liked most about Tom and found dealing with Tom to be by far the best experience we've had dealing with an agent. Tom was incredibly collaborative, and what I found Tom did extremely well was listen. He was very diligent with keeping in contact, so even when there wasn't a lot to report, he'd just touch base, not in a pushy way, but in a way that we felt that we were always in the loop as to what was going on with the sale of our property, which I find really important. We found with agents that we've dealt with before, you see a lot of the agent until you sign the dotted line, and then once you have, you don't really hear from them that much moving forward. We didn't make it easy for him. We had lots of boundaries that we didn't want to cross because we were so fatigued by the sale process, and we really weren't going to market it again. And I think it was only meeting Tom that really encouraged us to do so, because we actually trusted that he would keep to his word, and he absolutely did. So we found that even with all the boundaries that we put in, which made it very difficult for Tom regarding openings, we were really wanting to do it reasonably quietly, just because of the fact that we'd had a campaign not too long ago that didn't work. We were really tired with all of the openings for inspections. The kids were over it, they had exams. Tom was incredibly collaborative with that as well and really worked around us. I'm actually surprised he was able to sell the house as effectively as he was. He just always was respectful and certainly got a result that we were very pleased with under the current circumstances with everything that's happening, and we would certainly recommend him to anybody that was interested in selling their house. He was certainly really genuine, and we really appreciated that quality in him, and he worked very hard to get the sale. There's a lot of difficulty at the moment around people getting finance with the bank since COVID-19, and he managed to nurse that through to fruition, which, to be honest, I didn't think he would be able to do, but somehow he managed to. And I think if it wasn't for him, we would have pulled up sticks much earlier and given up. We would absolutely recommend Tom to any friends and family that were looking to sell their house. We would even recommend anyone to talk to him that aren't ready to sell their house, because I really think he has the long game in mind. He isn't trying to make a quick sale for his own advantage. I think he really looks at this as a relationship that he will have moving forward with people, perhaps over many sales, over many years. The most positive thing I think that it comes back to for us is he was extremely genuine. I'm certainly glad that we did, because he certainly kept to his word at every stage during the campaign.